Yo, Endload here, the average Slo-Pitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out the all-new Headbanger exclusive one-piece Tantrum. This is a 12.75 loaded model. This has the same harder knob that Headbangers had on theirs last year. I know people asked about that, and we're actually disappointed we didn't mention the video once they bought it. So just so you know, not the soft knob, harder knob there. Either way, we're gonna go ahead, throw some 52s on this, followed by ProMs, and then we'll go ahead, head back to the garage, final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see where the all-new HB Tantrum is starting at. Again, 12.75 inch barrel, the G4S Tech, and that 150 flex handle. Dial that thing to 0. And right about 255, maybe a hair over. Either way, good starting point. Should expect it to be kind of nice and game ready. Let's go ahead and get our 52s, ProMs, come back, final compression, final thoughts. All right, we're starting 52s. The other field today, the one that's next to us, can't see it, is being occupied, so we're over here. They moved us fields. We're gonna hopefully get the swings we need before that sun becomes too brutal. But unfortunately, from the time it becomes a problem, it takes like another hour, hour and a half before it actually gets behind that hill. So we're just gonna kind of roll through this thing and get you kind of the data that you need to make a decision on if you wanna purchase it or not.
97 miles per hour.
Okay.
84 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour.
Yeah, so compared to pretty much all the Tantrums this year, I mean, pretty similar kind of feel performance so far. I will say though, when you catch the sweet spot, not quite as kind of soft as we had with the mainline Tantrums, but outside of that kind of main sweet spot, it's got pretty much a identical feel, which makes sense, being that's the same 12.75 that Easton dropped with their one piece. Just maybe it's the paint or something make a little bit of a difference.
84 miles per hour. 80 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour. 82 miles per hour. 92 miles per hour.
Yeah, and again, I think that's all we got to see there with the 52s. We'll hop over now to what most people care about, see how this thing performs with the ProMs before we go ahead, throw it back on the tester with the final thoughts.
103 miles per hour.
And that was a little high at the sweet spot for sure. Still good performance there.
108 miles per hour.
There we go. Yeah, definitely a kind of traditional, stiffer sound compared to, I think, feel like the main lines. But I'll have to go back, watch those videos, and kind of listen to it. But so far, so good with the performance, feedback, and forgiveness here on the HB Tantrum.
87 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
That felt nice. All right.
89 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, those last two, a lot of sweet spots still, and the carry and forgiveness is great. Let's go ahead and try to hit the sweet spot now.
83 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour.
There's closer to sweet spot, but yeah, definitely a stiffer feel to this Tantrum versus the previous ones this year, which for me, I really like, fits my swing, kind of my preference, but it'll give you just another option on deciding what you want to go with, especially if you're a Tantrum fan.
87 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour. 87 miles per hour.
2 more good ones.
90 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour.
Yep, there's the sweet spot. Oh, and there's every bit of the carry there as well.
98 miles per hour.
Yeah, and that'll wrap it up for the HB Tantrum. Again, talked about it throughout the swings. Again, a stiffer feel, really good carry. For me, again, like I said, I like that stiffer feel on the Tantrum. That was my biggest complaint, I think, with the OG one piece, was it just was a little too soft for my swing. But either way, let's get it back to the house. Final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see where the HB Tantrum tests at now that we got our 100 swings here on it. It's got a little bit of webbing, but that's really about it at this point. Let that thing sit up at 0. And it's still sitting just a hair over 250, so no issues there. Nice to see. We'll talk about it more in the final thoughts. All right, and that'll wrap it up for the HB Tantrum. Again, 12.75 half-ounce Endload. It does have the traditional knob, not the soft knob there, and a Flex 150 handle, which is the stiffer of the handles there from Easton. And like I talked about when I was hitting it as well, for me, this one did feel like a stiffer barrel than kind of previous Tantrum models, which fits for me a lot better for my swing. However, if somebody wants that traditional OG Tantrum type feel, this probably wouldn't be the option for you with that kind of stiffer feel. However, with that being said, I do think the sweet spot on it is really large on this one, made it very easy to find. And even when we were missing the sweet spot with that kind of sun being a problem, wind causing some movement as well, the forgiveness on it was really, really good. Even when we caught kind of the higher, lower spots, high 90s, low hundreds, and a ton of carry, able to kind of push through the wind and get that ball out of here. And so where I think that stiffer barrel is really going to benefit people is as it gets hotter and hotter, the balls will obviously get a little bit softer, things like that. And you'll see that the stiffer barrel will cause still that increased performance that you sometimes lose with those softer kind of barreled models out there. So just something to keep in mind. There's not an exact release date on this one just yet, but well, as of shooting this, I should say, if there is one now, you're seeing it on the screen. It's also down in the description of the video. But when it does drop, you can head over to Headbanger Sports, discount code ADS to grab one. Or as always, reach out. I'll do my best to help you out with the best price possible, fastest shipping. We do have 2-day and overnight options on this one as well. And if you need kind of the easiest way to contact us, head down to the description of the video. In the link tree, there's contact info. AverageUSlowPitch.com has a contact us page, or any of the social medias. I'll get back to you kind of as quick as I can. But either way, I appreciate you kind of tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hopefully it's helped you decide if you want to grab this, maybe a different Easton model, maybe a different brand altogether. Either way, appreciate the support. Have a great day.